Welcome back to Superman Comic a Day, as I have had my COVID booster. Today we're going to cover Superman number 6, the first story, Lois Lane Murder Suspect. And don't let the intriguing title fool you. It's pretty boring and a nothing story. Nothing really happens, and there's not really a lot to talk about. It's funny how these Superman stories, even though there's 4 of them in each Superman comic, generally aren't very interesting to talk about. Almost like Jerry Siegel is doing too many Superman stories. Go figure. Lois Lane is grabbed. She seems to be chloroformed in the process. We then go over to Clark, who is investigating the murder of a jewel collector. Very rich jewel collector. With him is another reporter named Scoop, who seems to be trying to just sabotage Clark at every aspect and pulling kind of pranks on him. He's a very annoying character. I'm glad he doesn't return. And Officer Casey. This is the first appearance of Officer Casey, who is a recurring character in the Superman books, and at this time was a much bigger character. He sort of gets forgotten about and people bring him back, but he never gets put into other Superman media. Officer Casey's just a officer who doesn't like Superman and has kind of a grudge against him for no apparent reason. One of the other officers finds Lois Lane knocked out in the other room and find her fingerprints everywhere, and she's very close to the dead body, so they assume she's the murder suspect. They take her to jail, but on the way, Clark becomes Superman, bright blue costume, red cape, saves her. Superman then, after hiding her out, which I'm pretty sure they're going to frown upon, I mean, even if you prove she's innocent, she still kind of escaped from police custody, which is a law that was broken. Maybe they'll just let her off and they'll call it even for the whole taking her in for murder thing. Clark then returns to the crime scene to investigate. The police try to shoot at him, which is a high escalation of tension there for, getting into a murder scene. So they try to shoot him. He catches the bullet. So it's a scene we've seen, feels like 100 times now, but couldn't be more than 15 or 20, where they shoot at him and they're flabbergasted that he's able to withstand the bullets. Here he catches them. So at that point, the cops just let him investigate because there's nothing they can do to him. Can't make him go out. They can call as many people as they want. They don't really want the trouble. So Superman investigates and he finds 3 potential suspects. And then he goes out and gets them. This is like a 2-page thing where he just kind of grabs a dude and says, yeah, you're coming with me. One of them is on an airplane, so he goes out seemingly flying. He's not flying quite yet, but it's never made quite clear when Superman starts flying in the comic. He just starts flying. It's not like he can fly, it's like a big deal. No, it's just, he starts flying. He's able to fly in the radio show first. Then that's brought over to the comic, which I think is why it never gets a big, look, he can fly now moment. So I'm keeping my eye out for that. He seemingly flies here, but it never quite says fly. But he grabs a guy out of an airplane and he has 3 suspects. He brings them over to the police investigation and the crime scene where the whole murder mystery aspect of this story utterly falls flat because Superman discovers that the clock on the mantelpiece has a camera in it set to go off if a gunshot went off. So there is a photo evidence already. Because we spent, I don't know, more than half this comic setting something up, yet nothing has really happened. But we're short on time, so guess that happens. It's the architect of the building, which makes the most sense if he was able to get in and out, sneak in, put Lois on trial, essentially. Though, why did he use Lois? Well, she's important to the Superman comics. That's why. But, in-world reason, there is none. Just because she's someone Superman would actively try to save. I mean, there's logic in that. No logic in the universe, but there's logic in that. And the architect is arrested, first trying to shoot Superman, which doesn't work. So we see a lot of people try to shoot Superman. And Lois is free to go and everything's saved. Yeah, like a nothing story. Actually, while I'm describing it, I'm remembering more and more of it and still think, that's not worth mentioning because nothing quite happened in it. We got Sergeant Casey. There is no structure to talk about. I can barely figure out where the halfway point was. I keep thinking that, no, there had to be more because how did they run out of time with the murder mystery? But no, they just run out of time with the murder mystery doing nothing. A lot of time spent on Superman catching bullets and the cops just going, whatever. The art's kind of nice. Guess that's a good thing I can say about Superman number 6, story 1. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notifications when a new video goes up. I do this Monday through Friday, and Fridays is now Bat Fridays, where I cover a Batman or Detective Comics issue. And until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow? Also, why was Lois taken? There has to be an in-universe reason.